So if you have a classic car and you're missing the title, how can you get a replacement title for one that's been lost or one that needs a duplicate? Classic cars are more likely to have a missing title because it's more likely those cars will be dormant as far as activity, which means they're not going to always be on the road. They may be off the road for years and years while they're being fixed up, while they're being stored in a barn somewhere. In that case, the title chain of ownership may be missing, meaning that the last owners may not be relatively easy to find. The condition of the vehicle in some cases makes it impossible to have it be on the road, which means you don't need a registration to drive it every day. That's no active records in the DMV to look for. Also, you want to make sure that you get the title before spending money on it. Just because it's a $200 car now, if you don't have a title after you fix it up and now it's worth $20,000 or $30,000, you're going to have a problem because anybody who might have a claim to it might want that car back at that point when it's worth $30,000. You want to make sure that the VIN number is consistent. On many older cars, there was no consistency of creating VIN numbers. It could just be any random set of 3 or 4 or 5 digits rather than the standard 17 digits you have now. So in order to get a title, you have to look at what's available in that state. You can also use the Vermont registration title process. Any vehicle that's 15 years or older at this point, you can use the Vermont registration process to get an ownership document from the state of Vermont and then bring that to your state to convert into your local title. There may be some restrictions if it's currently registered, but a classic car may not be, and you might have to pay sales tax to the state of Vermont to do this. In other cases, if you go through your own state, you might have to get the car inspected, you might have to do some VIN verifications, but if you use this process, which is available at this point, you can get a title for your vehicle and then convert it into your state.